Wine Wednesday. Can you believe it? It's been another week of fun and excitement along the Treasure Coast, especially here in Vero Beach. It's Anna Valencia back, your hostess with the mostest for the Vero Insider, and I have some goodies this week to share with you, and some recap, because we're going to have to do some recap. It's been a crazy weekend.
It has been a crazy weekend.
It's been phenomenal.
Just never ending.
Oh, I just love what we do around here. That is Kitty Wagner, for all of you that don't know. She is Blue Star Wine Bar representing, and she happens to have 3 delicious bottles of Chardonnay in front of us, which is just like a girl's dream come true. When your best friend is Kitty Wagner and she owns Blue Star Wine Bar, you get to taste a lot of fun things.
It's a hardship. It's part of the work part of the deal.
I know. I'm just here doing my job, folks. Doing my job. Beside her is Chris and Charlie Pope, and they are the 2 people responsible for the Youth Sailing Foundation's big event upcoming this Sunday, and we are going to be talking all sorts of fun facts about that. They were even the HETY award winner for the month of February, which is in full swing, of course, the HETY Award, brought to us by Gerard Equipment, helping equip today's youth, focuses on youth organizations. And so this one is going to be exceptional. In fact, Charlie told me that there's going to be a little pontoon boat ride for us to go up close to all the sailors. Is this the case?
That's correct. Yeah, there'll be a pontoon boat to take people out and take a load of, probably 10 or 12 at a time.
Oh,
pretty good sized boat. And take it out and among the kids where they're sailing.
I like it so much. We're going to find out all about that event as soon as we start talking about what's in my glass, because this is how I like to get started. So I'm sipping on some Ophelia. Not only is it a fantastic name, but it's a very attractive bottle, and it's by Gothic, which house their Pinot Noir and Rosé as well.
I also have their Nevermore Pinot. Yeah, exactly, the Nevermore Pinot, the Rosé, and now the Chardonnay. I'm just kind of really enamored with this. These 2 boys that are producing this wine. It's from Oregon, and it's really rare to find an Oregon Chardonnay. They didn't really start doing a lot of Chardonnay production until just a few years ago, and I got to tell you, I really like their style. It's very light, lean, elegant. It's got good fruit balance. It's got a nice level of acidity. It's really a charming Chardonnay. It's very French, almost, is how I feel about that. It's really
French in
sophisticated.
style. It's got this overwhelming apple appeal to it.
Absolutely.
Its aroma is very, very fragrant, and it's something about a non-heavy oaked experience that makes me particularly fond of this.
I know you don't like you're not an oaky girl.
Not really,
but it does. It kind of has that Granny Smith, and then there's a little bit of. There's a nice smoothness on the finish. It's kind of silky on the finish, which is nice.
No, it's really, really lovely. And then Gothic. So you say it's 2 gentlemen out of
it's 2. You know what's funny? It's 2 guys from New York City. One was a sommelier and one was a restaurateur. I think they worked together, and they both quit their jobs, went out to Oregon, bought a little plot of land, and just decided that they wanted to be winemakers. And their product is really extraordinary.
The quality is exceptional. It's
yeah.
very, very attractive. Now, you're doing this by the glass and by the bottle.
Absolutely.
In fact, when we were participating in this weekend's events, I had noticed that you've acquired a lot of new wines, actually.
I don't know what my problem. I've been on this buying spree. I need to buy another cooler to house my beer because Danielle's ready to kill me. I think I added 14 or 15 new beers over the last 5 days.
Hello.
She's like, we don't have room on the paper to list them, let alone
make a new list,
store them and keep them cold. But yeah, I've been adding to my my wine list quite a lot. Right now, I'm focusing on whites because I've been getting some really cool stuff. I just added a really great little Albarino from a very small producer.
Love Albarinos.
Yeah, really small
goodness.
little producer in Spain. They only made 500 or 600 cases of this stuff, but it's delicious.
Boutique.
You got to try it next time you come in.
You got it. Don't
Yeah.
have to tell me twice.
And I've been kind of adding some French wines too. I've added a couple Pouilly-Fusés, Pouilly-Fumés, and Sancerres. So I want to round it out in the European because I've got California, Washington, and Oregon taken care of.
Got to represent the domestic land.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We are so patriotic, and now we're gonna travel the world from our glasses. It's very exciting. Now we had this past weekend the Puppy Love Parade, which was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh,
and a lot of
that
good
was
success.
so much fun.
And so Martin Lavender of Blue Ribbon and
Yep.
he has the nonprofit, which is the Pet Medical Assistance Program, shut down the streets, had vendors out there, had dogs in costumes. Kitty and I
parade was
were
awesome.
the judges. We were the judges, and all the little dogs got to strut their stuff.
They were so cute.
Down the
They had
aisle.
little outfits.
So cute.
Oh my gosh.
The one lady made her own
Stoley
raft.
in his
Stoley.
tuxedo, just adorable.
He had a little tuxedo, little powder poof hair. You guys would have loved him. What was he, a Pomeranian maybe?
No, actually, he's a Russian breed I had never heard of, but he is just fluffy and soft and just cool little dude.
He's very cool. And now imagine him on the rocks. No, I'm just kidding. Totally get it. So that was really great. And then, of course, your Mardi Gras party just happened. And beads on the balcony.
That was huge. Martin came over the day after the Puppy Love Parade and decorated all day. And he really pimped out the building. And then I had the band, the Jacks, came and played. And the place was just hopping. The crowd was laying it down. A bunch of people got dressed up and came in costume. We threw beads off the balcony. It was
so fun.
Oh my gosh! It was just craziness. And then Saturday? I've got the Concert on the Roof series. So Saturday night, third Saturday of every month, we put a band up on the roof. Every month, it's a different style, different type of band. This Saturday, I've got Mississippi Mud. They're a Delta blues band.
Fun.
Yeah, they have this real smoky, throaty female singer. She can just throw out some Joe Cocker and Eric Clapton and stuff.
Oh,
she's really
perfect.
Really good.
And you know, when you're walking down the streets of Ocean Drive and you hear music like that carrying in the wind, I mean, you can't help but stop.
I mean, they've got a sax player and every.
The saxophone is so sexy. Yeah, it's like a great instrument.
They are such a great band, and so they start at 6 and it goes till 10 outside, and then I have another band lined up to start at 10 to go inside, but.
You're
the
so
concert
smart.
series is
let
great.
the music never stop.
Well, I love music and wine. What can I say?
Hello. That's what happens. I was thinking about the recap for the Puppy Love Parade. I'm like, dogs in costumes and wine. Need we say more?
Oh, and by the way, you have to go to our Facebook page because Anna and her boyfriend Glenn were in the cupcake eating contest. That was the greatest thing I've ever seen because Anna, for everyone who's listening, was blindfolded.
It was
interesting. And she had to feed the cupcakes to Glenn, who had his hands tied behind his back. It's about the funniest thing I've ever seen in
We had
my
rain
life.
ponchos on.
You guys were covered in frosting and cupcake all over because you kept aiming for his mouth and you'd miss and it'd kind of smash his face and then you'd just plant one right in his mouth. It's just so much fun.
I just condensed it. You know, I had a strategy towards the end. Being a mother, you notice that, you know, you have to make the ice cream sometimes melts a little bit or whatever. So I was trying to think strategies. I was like mushing them up like little patties and like shoving them in there, like getting it gone.
You know, it was funny for when you guys first started, you guys were on it. And I thought, oh, you know, they're doing really good. And then I looked over and Dr. Horn from the Florida Veterinary League.
She's so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
They're together with a couple.
Yeah, they're Dr. Horn and his wife. And it was amazing because I was like, now, wait a minute. He's getting it, she was feeding him. And she wasn't getting it kind of all over his face because you were really relishing and getting it all over Glenn's face. But I was like, wait, they're gonna, it was a mad dash there to the finish because they almost beat you guys.
Were they neck and neck? Oh my goodness, I have no idea what's going on.
That was so much fun, and there were a couple of grandmothers feeding each other, and there was this one little kid that was feeding his grandmother. Oh, it was so adorable.
Martin does a great job. Tell me about it. All good things happen at Blue Star. So speaking of smoky and sultry, you just poured yourself the next Chardonnay that we're having, and this is the Gunderlock, which is
the Gunlock Bunchu. Yep,
Gunlock.
That's Sonoma County classic American Chardonnay. Not too oaky, not too buttery, but big. Viscous, lots of great fruit flavors. I mean, it's what I think of as a classic Chardonnay. Nice little bit of minerality on the finish, but really, really a nice glass of wine.
Should pair well with like that chicken pot pie over there at Blue Star.
Oh, good Lord, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
Tell me about
I'm
it.
a little hungry today,
That's how we feel.
I've been cooking all day, and when I cook, I never have time to eat anything. So
that's punishment.
It's that damn chicken pot pie.
Yeah,
it just never ends. I have to make that every day.
Oh, and they're adorable. They're little bite size. Now, speaking of food, you guys are going to have some barbecue chicken, hamburgers, hot dogs, sides, and dessert. All of that happening from 11:30 to 2:30 this Sunday at the Vero Beach Yacht Club for the Youth Sailing fundraiser. So there's going to be tons of food there.
Yes, there will, and a dessert and a drink is included.
Ooh.
And they have a new chef at the yacht club, which they're very proud of, and they say he's doing a very good job. I have not eaten any of his food since he's been there, but members that I've talked to are very proud of it and so forth.
Oh,
so
of course.
it'll be a nice thing. You can come in any time between 11:30 and 2:30 and see the kids, see what they're doing out on the water, and it's kind of a fun event. This is our third time to do this at the yacht club.
Third time's a charm.
That's
It's
super
like
cool.
lucky. I agree, and it's only $25.
Wait, that's what, Saturday?
That's Sunday.
Sunday
cool.
the 17th of February.
I'm taking Charlie
Yeah,
out
I
there.
might, you know what?
tag along
Yeah,
with
I'll
us.
go over there with you.
So fun.
That sounds awesome.
$25, and you get a pontoon boat ride, and you get food.
I love boat rides.
Hello.
And you sponsor Youth Sailing Foundation.
That's right.
We work
Goes
on
to a good
donations
cause.
only. We
Mhm.
do not charge any child in River County for sailing lessons.
That is so phenomenal.
How do I become a child and get sailing lessons?
Well, you'd have to give up the
So
one,
cute.
see.
If
so-
we take the 6 off of the end of my age, then I would be 4.
Then I would be 4.
Can I start sailing?
Please. You're so darn cute. Look at these flyers.
I'm short enough to qualify for
You
that.
technically are. I don't think you can get on most roller coaster rides, kidding, for the record. No, these are great flyers.
Yeah,
I
those are
put
great
them up
flyers.
all over my
Actually,
building.
if you have a bunch of them, I'll put them up at the
Oh,
the
that'd
Star
be
Bar.
great. Sure,
Oh,
we
yeah,
have some
absolutely.
in the car. That'd
Yeah.
be wonderful. But now also I want to add for you and Anna, we just got some larger boats. Now we're
Yay.
starting high school, college, and other people.
And
with sailing
other
lessons.
classifications.
And
How
what-
about
that'd be the
proprietors?
that'd be the wine bar division.
Wine
Got
bar
your own
division.
category.
Anyway,
We got our
Donna's
own
High
laughing.
team.
school, college, and wine bar division.
But anyway, so now we're getting a lot of inquiries from high school and college kids, and that serves another purpose. It's so disheartening to me to have a really good student and then you lose them because they outgrow the opties. The opties are only 8 foot long, and they're hard to sail for a kid when they get older and
Sure.
larger, and so they weigh 80 pounds. The boats do. So when a kid gets to be 150 pounds or so, it's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
So now we got these larger boats, and it's working out really great. I got an inquiry this week from a nurse here in town, and another college student, and so it's going to work out
Oh,
great.
I would love to learn how
We
to
are
sail.
so in on Sunday.
I mean, we have the lagoons right there. That'd be perfect.
No, we've got plenty of water to be had around
No
here.
shortage.
Vero Beach. That's what we do. Vero Insider. Listen, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be sipping on some more Chardonnay, talking about the Youth Sailing Foundation annual cookout this Sunday. Come back.